The individual doesn't speak to you. The individual ignores you. The individual's hidden intention was to do that to you on purpose. And they're monitoring the thoughts from the microchip. And then they're going to accuse mental illness when they knew I was chipped before the security scan. We're using the weaponized diagnosis on purpose. And these infiltrators in the church. And what's it called? It's just I can't be around these females, man. I got a trauma wound from my a ruled accident. Ex-girlfriend murdered. Found out it was a murder when they found her body parts on the train tracks in Cleveland, Ohio. I keep emphasizing. So people that are truly trying to understand my true condition, deal with me accordingly with your own. You know, to explain why he behaves the way he does and stuff like that. Stop blaming all the lies and the propaganda and the weaponized diagnosis. And what's it called? Part of that is I had went 6 years abstinent because my girl's body parts was found on the Cleveland train tracks. And it was ruled an accident. And then I investigated on my own, and it's an unsolved murder. And I went 6 years without nobody, and I just want to practice abstinence because I'm sick of being sexually objectified and treated as a sexual object, and just because I'm a pretty boy. And what's it called? What's it called? You know, I renounce my lust, I renounce my sins, and I take a vow of abstinence if I'm accepted in this monastery and in general. If not, then y'all go to the next one. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. I'm not going to be with no one. I make that choice. I have a mission with God that I have to complete. I have to continue praying. They're not allowing me to torture to death. Planes keep driving by. Actors keep doing stuff hired here by the UGCC on the property that aren't Ukrainian, Greek, or Christian. Part of certain terrorist organizations and the Freemasons. And it's just like, you know, quit playing games. You know, calling them crazy, making them look crazy on purpose. Talking to monastics. I recorded the conversations here in the dining hall 2 days straight while I wasn't in the hall. Now I have to start reactionary shouting outside because they're abusing me with bringing up sins and whatnot. And them and monks, you know, want to eat in silence and are sick of the abuse. They didn't know what to make of all this until I did that. So with that stated, just, you know, if you know, I could be here for 2 weeks possibly when you got people here that are part of the Roman Church been here for a year, 6 months, blah, 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 blah. This is, oh no, it's Frankie. What's it called? And I got to get exited, being a baptized Ukrainian Greek Catholic from birth in Upper Parma, Cleveland, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to get exited because you keep showing up on this property and doing that. Verbally, sexually assaulting, playing games, you know, until I start reacting because I got an emotional trauma wound from an unsolved murder that I cannot heal from because I have no closure, because no one is helping me investigate. No one informed me. I had to find out myself that when they found her body parts, it wasn't an accident. There's evidence she was chipped. You know what I'm saying? When they blamed she had mental illness with her substance abuse issues. You know what I'm saying? However, I met her is the point. Just like my first girlfriend. That aside, you know, I'm getting blamed for she was with somebody, you know, and when it happened, and they were blaming me for the abuses we went through in our relationship. Homelessness, no income, blah, 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 blah. And what's it called? We weren't even together when she died. She broke up with me a month before she died. Stop abusing that trauma wound. Respect a man that makes a decision, regardless of what he looks like, to practice abstinence. Stop bringing up his sins. Stop trying to make him lust after you because you show up here that desperate, Roman, right? Or some people that aren't even Christians showing up to this property after monks never seen them before. I keep repeating, you know, after they found that I checked in here, and what's it called? They're showing up during the consecration. And I could sense hoodoo, voodoo, various occult, and it's putting me under ritual bindings, putting me under a satanic curse. And they keep exploiting, you know, verbal sexually assaulting me. Men and women, grown men and women. You know better not to stare at someone. You know better not to talk about someone's sins that are confessed. You know better not to do that. And with that stated, dude shows up here, is promised to on the phone, guaranteed, what's it called, 2 weeks minimum. You know what I'm saying? And I've been discerning a monastic vocation